Hello, my name is Stephen Jayson and I'm the managing attorney of the Jayson Law Group LLC, a law firm based in Union, New Jersey. Welcome to the 8th video in our series on the legal aspects of starting a small business in New Jersey. Today's video is going to focus on S corporations and C corporations, but before I begin, I would just like to start with a brief disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Any statements made by me during the course of this video do not constitute legal advice, nor is it a solicitation for business. Furthermore, no attorney-client relationship is created through the course of this video, and I recommend that you seek the advice of legal counsel before forming your business. So we've already taken a look at sole proprietorships, partnerships and the different types of partnerships, and limited liability companies, and corporations generally. Today we're going to look more closely at two different types of corporations, S corporations and C corporations. The first one we're going to look at is an S corporation. And an S corporation is a pass-through tax entity that derives its name because it is organized under subchapter S of the Internal Revenue Code of the IRS. And what do I mean by a pass-through tax entity? The corporation will not pay taxes on the income, only the shareholders will pay taxes on the income. To qualify for an S corporation, and this is very important, you must be a domestic corporation and you must only have allowable shareholders. What is an allowable shareholder? Individuals, certain types of trusts and estate, and it may not include partnerships, other corporations, or non-resident alien shareholders. So U.S. citizens or U.S. resident aliens can be shareholders in an S corporation, but that's it. You must have no more than 100 shareholders. So I know in my last video I said there is no limit to the number of shareholders, but there was an exception. The exception being an S corporation. You are limited to 100 shareholders. You may only have one class of stock. So unlike in my video last time when I said you can have multiple classes of stock, the exception to that rule is an S corporation. There's only one class of stock. Certain corporations are not eligible to function as S corporations. Financial institutions, insurance companies, and domestic international sales corporations. And to become an S corporation, you must make the election with the IRS. Now that concludes our look at S corporations, let's talk about C corporations. And a C corporation is so named because it is organized under subchapter C of the Internal Revenue Code of the IRS, which makes sense. You have the S corporation under subchapter S and the C corporation under subchapter C. And what is a C corporation? It is a non-pass-through corporate entity. First, the corporation is taxed on the income, and then the shareholders are taxed on the income they receive from the corporation. There are no restrictions on the number of shareholders. So in this one, if you want to have 1 million shareholders, you could. Unlike an S corporation where there is that limit. There's no restriction on the class of shares offered. So if you wanted to offer Class A, Class B, Class C, preferred stock, that is acceptable under a C corporation where it is not acceptable under an S corporation. But remember, every shareholder in that particular class must be treated the same. So all Class A shareholders are given the same rights and responsibilities per share. All Class B, all preferred shareholders. So you must keep that in mind as you form a C corporation. And lastly, foreign companies can only operate as a C corporation. So if you are a foreign company in another country and you want to come to the United States, you can only operate as a C corporation. Well, that concludes our look at the different types of business entities. We will continue this series by looking at other aspects of forming a business in New Jersey, but in the meantime, good luck.